It's Monday the 15th of February. I'm in London City Airport and I'm just making my way to my aeroplane where I'm going to fly to Edinburgh, and then I'm going to pick up my bicycle and I'm going to cycle from Edinburgh to London over the next kind of 5 days. So that's the plan. It's freaking freezing, but hopefully it'll be a good adventure. Good morning, it is Wednesday the 17th of February. I am in Edinburgh. There is snow just there. It's snow on these cars, you can see, and I am just standing with my bike, which is all piled up. I think it's too heavy, but we're going to try anyway. So the plan is to cycle from here in Edinburgh to London in the next 5-6 days. I got my Force 10 bag on the back, which I got my Force 10 tent in. So I'm going to be camping and all that kind of stuff. So in here we have tent, sleeping bag, cooker, food, all that kind of stuff. Got my music, got as much warm clothing as I could find. I look ridiculous, but we're going to head out and we're going to do it anyway. So hopefully this is all going to go swimmingly and there will be no issues. So cycled all the way today to the English-Scottish border. So everything you see ahead of you here is Scotland and everything back here is England. I've made it up to this quite long hill up to get here. So I've just brewed myself a quick cup of coffee, got some Kendal mint cake going on, and just basically trying to keep a little bit warm. That is the end of the first day of Operation Retrieve Bike. I cycled from Edinburgh to England. I'm just over the England in this absolutely spectacularly beautiful valley. I'm not sure that the camera is going to pick up the colours that are just there, but it's bright orange and there's the blue sky behind, and it's just beautiful. I stumbled across a little campsite, so somewhere a little bit safer to get rid of the bike for the night. So this is where I'm going to camp tonight. I'm probably 9 miles less than I'd have liked to achieve today, but that's all right, you know. With the first day, today was the hills. I think it gets a little bit flatter, but this is just amazingly beautiful. And if I can get my tent set up quickly, I'll be snug as a bug in a rug as soon as possible, and then tomorrow we'll be cracking on. But whoa, just amazing for the first day. Beautiful.
Morning. I've just woken up. It's cold. I think you can see there's ice in my hair, which is really pleasant. There's ice on the inside of my tent. If I run my finger, there we go. There's a nice big bit of ice. Some more ice there. Yeah. So I think we can agree it's kind of cold in my tent. So my shoes are frozen. They're going to be nice to put on this morning.
So I've just packed up my tent and everything, and this is everything. Now it's done, and you can see how beautiful it is here. It's all very crisp and white and sodding freezing. When I was on my last expedition, my problem was brushing sand out of my tent in the morning. Today I was brushing ice out of my tent that had formed on the top of the canopy. Everything is just, I can't feel my feet. I had my porridge. Normally I had to wait like 10 minutes to cook it, to eat it, because I needed it to cool down. Today I had to eat it as quickly as possible because it was getting cold, and my coffee just got cold like that. So it's a slightly different experience. My bike, as you can see here, is completely and utterly frozen up. Look at all those little beautiful icicles. So I've got to brush this all off and hopefully get it going. I don't know if my light, I think my brand new, oh yeah, it still works. Who would have thought? The sun is coming out where I've come from and is not where I'm going to, which is slightly worrying. I don't want it to rain, because rain would just really make this into a completely miserable endeavour. Right, time to pack up the bags finally and get on the road. So I may have been lying about yesterday being the hilly day and today not being a hilly day, because it's all been up and down, up and down. Big long roads like roller coasters. You go flying down, then you have to nail yourself up. Having returned from Argentina and been cycling in through the borders into England, Northumberland, I was expecting to see sheep everywhere. Slightly happened. Glad to see llamas. Oh, these are alpacas. Alpacas just chilling out in this lovely, beautiful scenery. Not exactly what I was thinking I was going to be seeing, but these alpacas, they get everywhere. Crazy little fools. So end of day 2 from Operation Retrieve Bike. I made about 125 kilometers a day to a place called Dalton-on-Tees, and I've been very kindly, I'm allowed to camp in the garden of the Checkers Inn, which is a beautiful pub with a great beer garden. They did offer me a bed, but in the spirit of my adventure, I'm sticking with my tent. Woke up this morning, very cold. I had kind of ice on the inside of my tent and my hair had ice in it. Managed to brush all that off. I couldn't feel my feet basically from 5 o'clock yesterday till about 4 or 5 o'clock today. But I'm now feeling all good. It's a lot warmer now that I've got out of the hills. So today's journey took me down through a place called Corbridge, which is delightful. Never been there before. Masses of hills all day. But I came past Darlington, so I'm just south of Darlington. So I'm making good progress and getting down to where I need to be. It's been a tough day. My old legs are starting to ache a little bit, but we will survive. And tomorrow I'm trying to make it down past York. That's the plan. And this place is great. They start serving breakfast at 7 o'clock. So while I am not wimping out by staying in my tent, I may come in and have some breakfast tomorrow morning. And they have allowed me to use a shower as well, which definitely needs to be done. So the awesome people at the pub I camped out outside last night have allowed me to have a shower. So I'm down to my thermals and just about to jump in this shower. There's an awesome bathroom. So all these really smelly clothes are just lying on the floor. They all need a dose of deodorant, which they will get, but just quickly going to jump in, have a nice shower, then go downstairs for a bacon butty, and I'm on my way. That's the plan anyway. Ooh, chilly chilly. Day 3 over, and I am at a place called the Hayfield Fishing and Shooting Lodge, somewhere near Robin Hood Airport. Apart from that, I don't really know where I am. It's been a fantastic day. I woke up in Dalton, just south of Darlington, and the lovely people at the pub let me have a shower, and they gave me 2 bacon sandwiches, my first bacon sandwiches in 2 years. So very happy about that. Then I got on the road, really nice cycling today. I went and did some touristy stuff. In Thirsk, I went to St Mary's Church and just saw awesomely cool stuff, like little grooves in the stone where they sharpened arrows and all that kind of stuff, and just crazily cool old stuff. Then went down through York, which was just an amazingly beautiful place. I'm not sure the tourists appreciated me with my beats banging on my little bike. Then from York I went down a little bit, stopped and had some lunch at a lovely little pub. Then into Selby Abbey. Who knew that was so cool? Back William Conqueror time. Had a little scout round there. Then headed south. Got hit by a few showers this afternoon, but hey, you know, you can't have it always nice and sunny the whole time. So did that and then carried on south and south and south, trying to find somewhere to camp, and I couldn't. And then suddenly this person I met said, go down this road. So I went down this road, and I'm now at this little pub, which will let me set my tent up outside at the back, and it's open mic night. So me and my non-alcoholic beer going to be listening to the tunes later on tonight before I sneak out into my tent, which hopefully will dry with all this wind, because I woke up this morning and it was covered in ice. So day 3 over, 130k cycled, and we are on target to hit London. Morning and welcome to the day 4 report on the morning of day 5, because it was too dark when I arrived here last night to make a film, and I am camping in a place called Caldecott. The lady in this lovely house here said it was alright to camp in her garden thing, so set up camp here last night. Yesterday was another awesome day. It was a little bit rainy, it was incredibly hilly, but where I stopped for lunch there was a man called Ian who gave me pork scratchings and a sausage roll and 2 chocolate brownies, which was awesome, and then went way off road and went on down little country trails going up and down. I saw the hunt going past. I kept on ploughing on, and I managed to make about 130 kilometers to get here, passing through places like Waltham on the Wolds, and Uppingham and places like that. Today I'm heading south that way through Kettering, Corby, Milton Keynes, and hopefully into London tonight. That's the plan anyway. End of day 5, and that's it. Edinburgh to London, 4.5 days cycling. It is cheaper than taking a train, but it takes a lot longer. But I can guarantee it's a way more fun way of doing it. Today, a bit more clinical, a bit more about just getting from A to B. Did get to see a couple of abbeys, went through St Albans, through some nice countryside, but essentially I was just nailing it to get to London. 130 kilometers done, and we arrived here before 4 o'clock. Bang, done. Me and the bike, there we are. So this is how my bike looked. Just press the arrived button there. There we go. We're in the middle of London, so that probably won't work. There's the bike. Everything's a bit foggy on my camera, annoyingly. But we made it all the way from Edinburgh to London. No blisters.